Right, we are in Bayswater, but it is a long, long way from Melbourne. Bray, firstly, welcome back to Campbell's Comments, mate.
Well, welcome back to New Zealand. I'm surprised we let you in.
I've been here for 4 days and the likes. We're actually here at Dave Kennedy's right at the minute. I've just done a couple of sneaky little things we are doing, and I'll touch on those at the end of it. But yearling sale time, it is well and truly upon us. It's, 5 weeks, four and a bit weeks to the yearling sales, but it's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot to get through in the next wee while, but it's a good time of year, you know. We're back after Christmas, and it is sort of pretty much the full focus now is yearling sales. Doesn't matter where you are in this part of the world, it's a yearling sale somewhere, Yeah,
thoroughbreds, doesn't matter, they are everywhere. NZB, you must be wrapped in the draft that I've seen so far, anyway, down south. It's just looks an awesome draft this year.
Yeah, just interesting talking to Dave here today. He's sort of saying it's pretty dry, but you know, from what was predicted in New Zealand for the summer was supposed to be a long, hot, dry summer. It's far from hot and far from dry at this stage. So the horses do have come through it really good. You know, what we've seen have been really good. You know, they're forward. So yeah, it's all you can hope for.
Yeah, well grown out. They've all presented really well. I've seen quite a few. I've still got a few farms to get around, but it's exciting. The professionalism of the people you're dealing with is outstanding. Everyone's going that extra yard to make sure the horses are presented well and up and about. You know, I'm doing some virtual yearling parades, if you like, to try and showcase these horses so people can get a bit of a look at them. But we want them to get in touch with people. But their presentation's just been outstanding.
Oh, you know, every year the bar gets lifted. You know, we're fortunate here in New Zealand. These great horse people, you know, do a fantastic job, and they do have, you know, you look around the grass and the pasture. It does make the job, you know, I won't say easier for them, but it is a thing that we hang our hat on here in New Zealand, that we can grow the stock out well. Doesn't matter if you're talking thoroughbred or standardbred. It's a great place to rear stock, and these guys do a fantastic job of just putting that wee bit of excellence on top, you know.
It's quite funny, Dave says it's dry. I can tell anyone, especially in central Victoria, I can't see one dry grass anywhere. Oh yeah, there is one there right against the shed. It might have copped a bit of weed spray, I'd say, but it's an amazing country, and I think that's what it does, just grows out these horses so well. And I reckon it's not just the country though, Cam, it's the relaxed vibe, if you like. I think you and I were discussing that this morning when we were having brekkie. The people here are relaxed. The countryside's so relaxed. I think it must help the horses. Well,
they got their bit of scope too. You're not locked up, you know, all the time. We're probably blessed here. We're still, a lot of our preparers are pretty rurally based. So, like, you know, we're currently standing on a quite a large dairy farm here. Yep. So it really does help that these horses are getting the best of agriculture, I suppose. You know, these guys, these cows, they're very, very good farmers, so in turn they're very, very good horse people, and it shows through on their stock and the performances of their stock, you know. Look, even here, the Mighty Quinn was bred here, you know, so there's some fantastic horses that come off this place.
And they got current form as well. I didn't know that about the Mighty Quinn. Thank you very much for the heads up there, but that's all right. But I mean, Treacherous Gal, she won yesterday, the day before, Tuesday. Yeah. She won Tuesday, but she was awesome, winning there, and there's a 3/4 in this draft here, and I think that's a pretty exciting part. And you know, got to keep up to date with the regular updates on NZB, because there is so many updates happening all the time, which is, you know, really, really cool, and makes the catalogues current, and that's one thing you do need.
Well, yeah, and once upon a time we used to always wait for Cup Day, but because of the change of season, there's so much of it, there's no point waiting for Cup Day, because every weekend, basically leading into Christmas, is another group or listed feature for age group horses. So, those regular updates are going up every week. On generally a Tuesday or Wednesday, I think Granny pokes them in. So you keep in touch with those, and you know, even just our socials, we do stories on all our group and listed winners, or graduate winners. So there's plenty to keep in touch with.
Well, it's not even those when you think about it too, because I know there's a few trainers who've got a couple of horses who are just trying to take them quiet. This is the time they can take them quiet, because they can stop on them, restart on them, and then gear them up to later on next year. But they are poking along and winning nice races. There was a couple of sneaky ones over the weekend, so you've got to keep up to date with that. February 18 is in Karaka. That's the Sunday. The Friday night is the race meeting, I'm going to say. You're going to say yes, yep, good, thank you for that. Saturday, yearling inspections and that, so you want people to be able to get there and enjoy the festivities and the hospitality and get around it. Fly down Sunday night or Monday. Monday night's awards night, and then Tuesday, Wednesday are the last 2 days of the sales, 20th and 21st. So it's going to be sort of full on, but it's just a nice little 1 week adventure for a lot of Aussies that we want to make sure they're aware of. Fits in a good time. There's no sales in Melbourne at the time either, so it's a good time for people to get out here and have a look at some stock and get to meet so many of the breeders and in one location or two locations, effectively, Auckland or Christchurch. But it's a cool opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's always it's a pretty full on week, but it's a busy week, and I think it's a week where the industry sort of takes pause from the racing, and probably outside of it is probably the single biggest event outside of racing in New Zealand. There's a lot of work goes into it for a lot of people, including the trainers and the buyers and the syndicators and everything. So get involved if you're interested. Can get in touch, as far as catalogues or anything's concerned, we can help you with. Anyone wanting to come out to New Zealand, we ironically own a little bit of a hotel at Karaka. You could probably stay at. It goes okay. Yeah, Paul, you've enjoyed the odd meal there or two. So that's on site. So we're pretty blessed to have that. So as I say, anyone that needs anything, reach out to us through the website, nzbstandardbred.co.nz. You'll get anyone's information, anything you need, we'll be there, and we're more than happy to assist.
And they can email you on cam.bray, I reckon it is, .nzb.co.nz.
Yep, cam.bray@nzb.co.nz. Yep, you'll get me.
Go on those ones. Sometimes I remember them. I did all right with that one. And as I said there before, next week I'll pretty much be putting most of these Yearling video parades up. They're not the official videos, parade videos or nothing like that, but I'm just trying to get it out and showcase it. So, and I've got to say thank you to HRNZ as well as NZB for being able to, almost facilitate this, and hopefully we can help sell some of these horses, a little bit more money for the people and get them out to a wider audience, because that's what we're trying to do, and get a bit more exposure for them. Yeah,
and it's good to get going early on them too. I think the days of turning up to a sale and just leaning on the rail and buying one, I think are probably a little bit gone, to be fair. So it's good to do this the start of January. We go to the North Island the last couple of weeks before end of January, obviously, and that second to last week in January we do the North Island tour with Woodlands and Breckons and the various vendors up there. So that's good, and obviously we take a wee bit of a pause for a couple of weeks through the thoroughbred sales, which is a pretty big focus of our company, and then basically we finish on the Friday, the National Thoroughbred Sale. We're back to touring on Sunday in Christchurch for a couple of days, and then back down to here the following week, and then obviously the end of that week we're back in Auckland for races. So if people are looking to inspect horses and bits and pieces, you've got the videos that say the work you're doing now, the website with all them, but obviously we've still got all those tours. So if you're not on the tours, I'd suggest you get on them, or you'll get in touch with someone that is on those tours, because it does give you a lot of homework to do early, where you can make those informed decisions.
The other thing you can get around most of them in sort of 2 or 3 days. Jump on a plane and come down to Southland, have a holiday. It's a beautiful part of the world. You can eat some good seafood, good fish, plenty of good places to stay. Stay at the Ascot Park Hotel. I'll try and get a free night's accommodation there. But no, they look after you enormously. I'm shameless, They can. They even have bars here, so you can have a drink here and enjoy each other's company. So, but no, it's a beautiful part of the world to come down and visit. So, and most of the guys, if they're home, they'll open you with welcome arms. Don't drink a coffee before you go, because you generally have a coffee at every place, so it can keep you a bit busy. Cam, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to catch up here. It was a little bit by chance that we caught up here. I've got to go to Prices later on. I think you've already been there, so we'll do a bit of a double up there and that. But thank you very much, mate, and look forward to catching up with you, if I don't beforehand, at least in February, the 18th at Karaka, which is when it'll all start, the 16th for the race meeting. Yeah, no, it's good to see you. We're pleasure to have you over here. Say it's a good thing to be doing at this time of year too. I think as these horses do get dearer and dearer, the average over the last 4 or 5 years has crept up. Our numbers of horses we sell into the 6 figures now has almost trebled in the last few years. So by doing that does become a little bit extra scrutiny and a little bit extra due diligence required. So I think the sooner you can get out and start that process, the better you'll be, and the better informed decisions you'll be able to make. No, absolutely. You can also pack the bathers, but it is an optional extra. Cam has got the jacket on, and he ain't faking it. I haven't got a jacket. I haven't got a jacket on, and there are goosebumps everywhere. So it's a welcome change from 40 degrees, that's for sure. Cam, thank you very much, mate. Good on you, mate.